Welcome to today's HPRT meeting. It's Thursday, January 27th. We're all happy to have you here, part of this movement for planet repair. Really excited for where we're going in the short term in quarter one, as well as the rest of the year and for the many years we have ahead of us. Our team has been working pretty hard, just like you all are working hard respectively in your own roles, jobs, and lives. But really, this past weeks, we've been setting up those teams, the ways you can get involved within the teams, lots of strategic, tactical decisions and ways that we can move together in the most efficient, optimized ways. So we're doing a lot of content creation. We're setting up, we're going to be going through that, what's going on with our fundraising, sales teams, as well as our planet repair playbooks, HR, admin, governance. Last week we gave you a presentation on all the different teams and structures. Now we're going to have some more updates about, which specific ones can you get involved in? How do you do so? We're going to show you some of our roadmaps. But this week we just want, like we sent out an email to you all yesterday. If you didn't get that email, let us know, either Paulina or me in the chat or via email. We'll make sure to get you all of those different resources you need. But mainly it's, let's make sure everyone has this meeting in their calendar. Let's make sure that you have the different forms so you can express your interest on ways that you can engage with Hot Planet Repair Team. You can sign up to different teams through some forms. We really need to build out our wave of content and our channel followings. So we'd appreciate if you can sign up to all of our social medias as we're sharing them with you. Louise will delve deeper into that. But in the coming months, we're really going to be delivering our roadmaps, telling you where we're going, how we're getting there, and we're excited to see where we'll be doing this. So we're going to start off with a quick, update from Tyler. Please, Tyler, if you could expand on what we're seeing going on in the blended finance, green financing world and how that relates to Hot Planet Repair Team.
Yeah, pleasure. Happy to. Hey, everybody. Yeah, thanks for coming and thanks for being here. What's interesting about the blended finance is that it's kind of, you get money from lots of different directions, but this philanthropic money is really empowering a lot of people to donate and get tax write-offs without having to sell their assets, and then just pay taxes and then donate. They just donate their asset, whatever that may be, into a donor advised fund. We're seeing this happen. There's another group that has gone the same route with SDG Impact Fund. They managed to accumulate 8.4 billion in assets and in donations. And given that most of those are not liquid assets, but that's a very phenomenal balance sheet to be able to lean up against. And so we're going to be communicating with them and collaborating with them in the coming days and weeks. But that's just an example of what is happening and what we're doing with blended finance, allowing people and creating a sustainable impact donor advised fund for people to be able to donate their assets, whether it be, they're from crypto to cash to fine art to cars and things like that nature, and bigger. So it allows people to really put things to work, and allows us to be able to put things to work by leveraging those assets into impactful projects. I probably should touch upon United Cities as well. United Cities is working with the expansion of the Sustainable Development Goals, and that has is growing rapidly right now. And so we're exploring ways on how to collaborate with them with all of our initiatives. So we look forward to sharing more news there as things develop.
Mhm.
That's probably about it. Back to you, Jake.
Yeah, that's thanks for the update, Tyler, letting everyone know, where the world's at, and why we're going to be a part of it. And if any of you in your network sees some different partners or opportunities, within these ecosystems, let us know. So now we're going to go on talking about the comms and marketing aspect of Hot Planet Repair Team, what we've been doing. So I'm going to hand off the mic to Louise for this one. Louise Camarena, if you could jump on and give us an update about where we're at with marketing and comms, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, definitely. So welcome everyone. The way we're approaching content is we're going to be using a repurpose type of process, right? So let's say that Jake writes an article, a certain topic, a certain problem that we're solving on planet Earth via Hot Planet Repair Team. What we're going to do is we're going to take that article and break it down into 3 to 5 different social media posts. Even within the social media realm, there's going to be different styles of those posts. So for example, Twitter's a little different than how we would post on Instagram versus how we would create a video for YouTube, right? But still from that one article, we can have multiple purposes. And then as we gather all of these articles, we can turn that into a presentation, which then goes into, a whole slide share on, SlideShare sites and all of that. So we're going to really be using a lot of repurposing all across the board. And what happens is that someone, let's say that you posted an article tomorrow. Well, 6 months from now, we can repurpose that article, reuse it, and present it to the new members that are coming in, right? So in that, we know that just because it's been written before and we've posted it doesn't mean that's it and everyone's going to see it. We want to, consistently bring it back to life per se. So with that, we do have our social media accounts ready to go. We're starting to post little by little. I take a very process-driven approach to this because once we create that machine, it just keeps going and going. Podcast, I know, Jake, that's something that you're really excited about. So we're putting that into place. We welcome everyone who wants to participate. Let us know. We will be creating a content calendar for that as well. Again, everything, we're trying to create a theme per month, and we'll try to work that out. But if you have ideas, if you want to write an article or something like that, please let us know. You can contact me, Jake, and we're kind of leading the marketing and communications team right now. And so that's what we have right now. Videos. Again, I know one of the main ones we're working on is for our website, so that's going to kind of lead the charge. We actually just changed our logo. We made some personal touches to it, made it kind of our own version of it. So you'll see that a little bit later. But with the videos, again, we're gonna really get personal in a lot of these videos because we want to hear from members. Why did you join HPRT? What problem are you really focused on? What do you want to solve? How can we support you in that mission? So we will ask our members if you're open to it, to join us on some of these videos, podcasts, everything. So yeah. Go ahead.
And I'll show the roadmap now, Louise, if you wouldn't mind quickly talking about that. That explains, everything you were just discussing.
Yep, definitely. So the way we approach this is we use a launch map, right? So in this particular one, and this will be available to everyone, so you'll be able to zoom in and everything. But what I do is I take a 30-day approach and say, okay, by March 1st, we need to have our content and fundraising ready to go. What does that mean? Well, we need to make sure that our email systems are in place. Do we have the content laid out, ready to go? Do we have the templates? Our social media accounts, what's the plan? How many posts do we want to do? Is there a theme we're going with? Blogs, I think we just finalized our account on medium.com. So we're going to be finalizing that, kind of writing our first articles there. So everything has its place. I take the approach of let's get something that's good enough and always improve. That's just get us going. Let's get out there. and we'll always make improvements. So as you see here, there's quite a bit of categories that we have to kind of finalize within 30 days. Meaning, for example, if we were going to do PR, well, maybe we'll have at least one article that's out there, but it's good enough to get started, right? We may, I know we have partnerships in here, and we really have discussions about partnerships and what does that look like. So within there, we have the agreements we need to work on, things like that. So it's very detailed, but as you can see, we definitely would like some support. If there's any area that I know right now we are looking for more content writers, copywriters. We are looking for a cartoonist. So Jake has a couple of LinkedIn posts out there. So if you know of anyone, please, feel free to share that.
Yeah, and just to add on to that,
Go for it.
like we got these Google forms set up, so we can, if you want to help Louise and others on the marketing comms aspect, we've got this form set up. We'll be sharing it to you in the group chat already. I think actually Allison sent it this morning. We'll send it out via email. We're eventually going to have on our website a place where you can link to our postings. That'll hopefully be done in about a week or so. So it'll be a lot more clear about, the different ways you can get involved in these postings. But one thing you can see throughout this timeline is, marketing and comms touches a little bit of everything that we do. And so does fundraising and sales and business development. So one of our three big teams is marketing, comms, fundraising, sales. That encompasses all of this stuff that you're seeing in the roadmap. As a movement, as an organization, it matters to all of us to get our donations in, our fundraising up, telling these stories, creating this content. It's integrates across all the activities and things that we're getting done. So I just wanted to point that out. And Louise, thank you so much for making this great roadmap. We're going to be expanding on this and sharing this with everyone as that's been clear. Is there anything else, Louise, you want to cover here? Or should we move on to fundraising?
That's it. Thank you very much.
Awesome. All right. So as fundraising, sales, we're going to be talking about now. So it's time to get donations. We need all different types of assets in order to repair our planet. But first off, it's important that we get all those different donations in the form of monies and currencies to help us, scale up our internal capabilities, staff, and eventually, paying our volunteers that support and perform and show their worth and value. But we all need your help to get our donations up. So we're going to be doing a lot of different campaigns, peer-to-peer fundraising. We're having donor recruiters. We're going to have donor sales executives, different ways in which we can onboard lots of different skills, experience, perspectives. So if you're somebody who's been having a career in recruitment, we need you on our fundraising and our sales team. Your skills are crucial in order to recruit all the people, donations, assets, partnerships, sponsors in order to repair our planet. And let's be creative while we do this too. We're creating a lot of different sales pitches and laser pitches. So those of you that have worked in business development and sales, please reach out to us. We need your support. This is how we're going to get this all scaled up sooner rather than later. As I mentioned previously, we need to all spread the message that we need these donations. And one of the best ways to do that in the short term and the long term is peer-to-peer crowdfunding campaigns. So now we're using GiveButter, which has been our short-term crowdfunding platform. But we just got a contract signed with Blackbaud. Blackbaud is the leading fundraising platform for decades now. They've been in the game since about the 70s or 80s and have the largest directory of different donors, foundations, philanthropic entities, high net worth individuals, family offices. So we're building up our whole CRM system, our customer relationship management system, through Blackbaud. We're going to be doing all of our donor recruitment there. So we are already creating standardized ways in which we can onboard, educate, and share knowledge on how to best utilize Blackbaud. Blackbaud will be one of our best planet repair tools in our tool belt. So if you're interested in fundraising, sales, and all that we just discussed there, it's exciting tools we have, as well as people that will be getting involved. There's a lot to learn, a lot of value to be brought. Blackbaud has a whole university online. They have their community. They got podcasts that we're going to be on soon. So it's really exciting to see what we have going on there. But just want to, repeat myself like a broken radio. We need everyone's help with getting these donors. So if you know any people, organizations in your networks that would be interested in supporting what we're doing, sponsoring what we're doing, or even a strategic partner, let us know. Reach out to me, jake.kelly@hotplanet.repair. You can contact us in our form any way in which you want to reach out to us to identify opportunities. Let's get that pipeline built up. And also, if you want to help out with the pitches, laser talks, and ways in which we persuade and negotiate with different partners to become part of our Hot Planet Repair Team movement, let's get this going. That's about all I have right now for fundraising. Does anybody on our team have anything else maybe that wasn't discussed?
I just wanted to say quickly, Jake, absolutely. And Blackbaud, I got on a call because I wasn't familiar with them, but they have a tremendously incredible resource-rich kind of library of education and knowledge, I guess, in the in fundraising. So I was truly impressed when I was introduced on that orientation call.
Yeah, me too. And their team has really been great to work with so far. We're excited to work with more of them. I mean, I love philanthropy and fundraising because it's figuring out how can we allocate capital in a better way to change the world for good and help out humanity.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you have a platform and a team and a community like Blackbaud, there's so much to learn. And so as a Hot Planet Repair Team, we not only want to help achieve our goals collectively to repair our planet, but we want to help you members along the way grow and learn and figure out how you can build up certain skills, experience, and perspectives that will help you achieve your own career and personal goals. And this could be done through our team here.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And Blackbaud is like the perfect launch pad to do it through. I mean, you don't know what you don't know. And I realized, man, there's a ton I don't know about the, philanthropic, world. And I kind of felt like, oh, okay, well, I can just learn it all here. That's great.
Yeah, and you've been in finance for decades, right, Tyler?
Yeah, I know. I've been in it. Yeah.
Wow.
The formation, indeed.
Well,
one of the things oh, go ahead, Jake.
No, please, Louise.
One of the things I was, thinking about was, we all have kind of something that we want to do, something we want to accomplish, a problem we want to solve, right? And so I'll give you a personal experience. Like I love music, right? And so I know that there's things happening with like music festivals, right? Good and bad. And I love the ocean. I love to be out there hanging out, taking my daughter fishing, just, enjoying that. But I also know that there's a lot of waste going to the oceans, right? So for me, my focus is going to be on those two areas, right? So if I was to go out and find people who want to donate, I would want to find people who have those same beliefs, right? They want to solve those problems. They may not know how. And so I would recommend to everyone that if you have something in particular like that, go for it. Find those people, that because you're going to be excited about it. You're going to want to bring in people. You're going to want to find people to donate because you're saying, hey, I'm going to raise, I don't know, $250,000 because I'm going to solve this problem right here. And this is exactly what we're going to do with that money. So just something put out there, Jake.
Yeah, thank you. I think it's really important to focus on what intrinsically motivates you in life. What are you passionate about? And can you align that with ways that we can make the world a better place or achieving your career goals? And here at Hot Planet Repair Team, that's what we're trying to do. We want to make this community where people can learn, grow, have fun, connect with others. And so please tell everyone about what you're doing and I hope you can be as passionate about as I am. And Louise is about their different ways of working, and everyone has their own reason for being here and where they want to go. So we're looking forward to getting to know you all and how we can do that together.
Yeah, and we can also, we're all kind of wanting to help each other and support each other. And so a good way is every so often I throw in a a link to my post, and I invite everyone to like and share on that, and or make a comment. And then and I invite you, if it's something that you find interesting, to do the same, where we can promote each other as a team, and help accelerate our individual message for making the world a better place. And I think we could also find ourselves be kind of boosted by our collective energy around each other, at least algorithmically, further exposure through the algos. But in any case, I wanted to say that I invite everybody to do that, and to summarize a little bit of a message and give a plug into HPRT, and start echoing that word that way.
Fantastic. Thanks, team. Let's keep moving ahead. We're gonna hand over the mic to John Arciero to talk about admin, governance, HR, accounting, finance. So jump on, John.
You got it. Thank you. Well, so what's really exciting is the passion that each person brings to this mission. But there's unfortunately the technical, administrative, housekeeping that has to be done, and that can be a little painful. But we want to onboard those folks that are really interested in rolling up their sleeves and getting to work. So we have to ask again, if you haven't had a chance to do so, please fill out the HPRT form. There's a link here on the slide. If it's not active for you, yep, there you go, Fabian. I think we'll put the link in the chat. So you can click on that, complete the form, and we'll start the process. We're not sure just yet exactly what the onboard process will be for each group that we're bringing on. If you're in the fundraising area, you're in the you're touching on finance, you're talking about money, it may be a little more extended into possibly doing a background check and having a more formal interview with Jake and Tyler and the team. If you're just out there helping to spread the news and spread the word, not likely that we're going to go through an extended process, but we're still working through those workflows. I have very strong thoughts on what those workflows should be for each, but I want to make sure that everybody's comfortable with first what role they're pursuing, and then what that process will look like. But it's the simplest thing to start with is that HPRT form. Second on the agenda, you can see here, is talking about the way that we're going to communicate, the way we're going to handle documentation, meetings. You can tell already that we're a Google shop, we're a Google Workspace shop. Here we are on Google Meet. We use Google Drive to manage documentation. We'll continue to leverage the communication platform in Google, possibly even some messaging. But this is a way that we can collaborate in a very simple way. We did have a project management platform we were looking at, ClickUp. We'd actually started to populate some documents into ClickUp, but we've now decided just to migrate over and use Google Workspace exclusively, and probably we'll use Google Sheets to manage the initial projects that we start down the path of. As you could tell from the heat map that I call it heat map. It's it's basically the Gantt chart that Luis and Jake brought up before. There's dozens and dozens and potentially hundreds of projects that we could eventually have in process, and we may have to go back to a more formal or robust platform like ClickUp to manage those projects at some point. But for now, Google Workspace offers the tools that will work quite well in helping us communicate, manage documents, meetings, and of course those projects. And then of course, as I just mentioned on the onboarding, please fill out that application, be ready. And it helps us and it helps Jake if when you do fill out that app, if you also send a resume, or maybe even a bio sketch, a quick little sketch of your background and what you're interested in, in addition to that app. That's fine. If you do that, that would just be supplemental. And then finally, we mentioned Blackbaud, as the platform that we are committed to, and very much so. There'll be, pieces and parts and apps within that platform that, some of you will be asked to get trained up on so that you can, help support and participate. And then, of course, if you transition into more of a full-time employment role with us, certainly you're going to have to be very adept on the Blackbaud platform in order to, execute operationally those things that you're asked to help us with and be involved in. So I'm sure you'll have questions on some of these points as we move forward, and I'll turn it back over to you.
I'm just going to add one more thing on training. We are on our YouTube channel. We're going to be making different playlists to help you understand, say if you're getting involved with our fundraising sales teams, we're going to have some videos on there on that playlist to show you, what are maybe some of the skills and perspectives you should be focusing on when you're doing fundraising sales. Same goes for marketing comms and all the different aspects of our organization. So expect those YouTube playlists to be built out, as well as onboarding videos that we're creating internally. John, would you mind quickly touching upon partnerships? So like people that have already been speaking on us with partnerships, and how we were going to be structuring those, as well as those that are interested in setting up a partnership. How do they do that?
Right. So again, we first want to have, and the way that we've been handling it so far, Jake and I will have an impromptu, we'll schedule a meeting. We'll spend an hour, talking with you about, your entity, what the synergies are, what the key commonalities are between our organizations, objectives, goals, and mission. Through those initial, 1 hour sessions, we uncover all the ways that we can help each other and work together strategically. In some cases, we find that your organization may be a good service arm for us, providing services to us, consulting, some guidance. And the other case may be, just the opposite, where we maybe will provide some resources to your business, a gateway to help, more of the consumer and public to find you as, let's say, a for-profit entity. If you're a nonprofit, obviously those synergies come down to, what commonalities do we have in terms of projects. But the main thing that we have to get to eventually is some type of, again, written agreement, more likely, that would put some structure around the relationship. What is the relationship exactly? What are we doing for each other within that relationship contractually, going forward? So, strategically, obviously in that meeting, we're looking for alignment, commonality, and then we're looking for, mutual beneficial ways to work together to achieve goals and eventually, hopefully, get to where we can zero in on specific projects and services that we can provide to the public and to other entities in moving forward in our mission. Jake, anything else on that?
That's it. Thanks, John. As we build these alliances and these partnerships, it's important to focus on one of my favorite quotes, help me help you. How do we do this together? How do we go in the directions that we need to for Planet Repair? So thanks, John, for all that, covering partnerships as well as some additional training. Let's hand it over to Alan. Alan, could you please talk about the great standardization and retooling of the Planet Earth?
Oh, sure. Okay, guys. So we've been working on some playbook ideas, and from a project management office, we really don't have anything actionable yet, but we have a few things getting put into the future. We are lining up some partnerships with some companies that have some pretty cool stuff. One of them is in the municipal solid waste area. There's some projects there that a company is getting funded on, and we believe that Hot Planet Repair Team, it could be one of our playbook partners. And it also will probably share in its profits back to Hot Planet Repair Team. We've got, we're going to be focusing on that, narrowing our focus down to actionable projects and developing. I think this playbook will probably get developed over the next month. I'll be asking for a lot of input and critique on it. That is in conjunction with some of the things that we're doing with United Cities, and how we can literally start bringing actionable projects to help repair the planet. Go to the next slide, if you would. And I'm going to have Fabian talk about this. This is a concept we're working on to make sure we know how to track and score and lay the ground rules down for hot planet repair. So Fabian?
Yeah, cheers, Alan. Thank you. So essentially, this is kind of a work in progress, and so I'll just talk about it from a high level. But essentially, it's kind of utilizing the structure of sports leagues into businesses, and essentially, these businesses are competing for the #1 spot, and utilizing that incentive, that competitive force for companies to be the most sustainable. And obviously, different industries like finance might not pollute as much as the cement industry. So we'll have different leagues, so major leagues and minor leagues, leagues for universities, or leagues for certain industries. And so essentially, it's kind of just rallying up this support for these companies and getting them to compete against each other for the #1 spot. And it's a work in progress. More detail will come soon. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. That's one of the things we're working on.
Thank you. I think that's it, Jake, for what I've got.
Yeah, thank you. What I just want to quickly touch upon with the Planet Repair playbooks is that there's a lot of playbooks already out there, that people have been working very hard to create for years now. And so we're not trying to, recreate all of these efforts, and because we don't want to duplicate and replicate things that have already been done. So we're going to build off the successes and failures that others have already been through, and to make sure that we aren't wasting time. We aren't wasting resources. Those that have already been able to figure out all those methodologies, frameworks, data analyses, the hard work that you're all doing for Planet Repair, we're just trying to help you and others collaborate, co-opetition, and make sure that we can standardize these things in the most efficient way. So, we're all in this together. We don't want to, waste people's time. We want to value your time and how we're going to do this together in a collective manner. So I just wanted to quickly touch upon that. But thanks everyone for taking the time to go through that. The presentation we have. I just want to see if there's any last things that anyone on the team wants to mention, or any motivational, inspirational things too. Those are always welcome.
Well, I'm going to use my typical line. We're here basically, I'm going to say, untrash the place, and we're going to want to clean up after this 200-year hell of a party we've had. So, and we're all responsible for it, by the way, guys. So go pick up your beer cans and your wine bottles and all that stuff.
Yeah, we got 200 years of a party to untrash, and there's a lot of hydrocarbons up in the atmosphere, as well as waste in our oceans, and so let's do what we can to trash that party and have fun.
Jake, I know Nancy's dying to talk, so let her go.
Please.
Hi guys, I am so proud to be part of this amazing team, you guys. Every day I see reasons why everybody should join this. It's amazing. So you guys are all a group of amazing people doing amazing work. So I am just super proud to be on this. I got lots in the future to show you, tell you, but for now I'm just super happy to be part of. So enjoy the day, and thank you for allowing me to be part of this.
Nancy Lee, thank you, and we're all excited to meet people like yourself and work together, because it's important that we all do this and have fun as a team.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I nominate Nancy as our lead evangelist.
Gladly take
There you
it.
go.
Thank you. That's great.
Would anyone else like to chime in? All right.
Can I have a quick question about these playbooks?
Sure.
Is there anywhere I can see one, or what is a playbook? Please tell me.
Oh, it's really it's a tactical document to actually onboard projects and understand the properties of a project, and then to find the solutions that make sense for that project. And it goes from project identification to solution identification, and then actual making it happen.
It's like play by play, right? You get to watch it as it unfolds, kind of.
It's more technically oriented, I would say, and we're looking for speeds and feeds and locations and what has to be done.
Okay. Oh, so excited.
Yeah, so let's talk about something I'm working on right now. Another country is asked to get rid of municipal solid waste, 2,000 tons a day. Well, we need to know the location, we need to know how it's going to show up, and what the solutions are going to be to get rid of that.
Awesome.
So playbooks are fairly technical, I would say.
Awesome.
Now, the reason for the Hot Planet Repair League is that facility or that team of people or that company will be basically running a team that will be reporting and accounting all of their activities into the league and scored. And so
Awesome.
we want competition, we want gamification, we want this to be really loud.
Woo! Well, you got one of the loudest ones on your team. Thank you. You guys have an awesome day, all of you.
Yep.
Thank you, Nancy,
Nancy.
Lee, and everyone else for your time. We appreciate it. We're going to end today's meeting. We're looking forward to seeing you in 2 weeks. One thing we're also going to be rolling out is social events. You know, if we're making a global movement, we all need to get to know each other, have fun, get the human side of it. So please expect for us to be sharing when those social events will be, so we can all have those human connections and fun and ways that we can really get to know each other, because, you know, we don't want to just be digital.
Yeah.
So thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful day.
Take care.
Let's repair our planet and untrash it. Have a wonderful week.
Look forward to our happy hour.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely. Thank
See
you, everyone.
everybody.
Adios.
Take care.
Bye-bye.